Hey, I'm Count Pogula, and welcome back to another episode of the Dark Souls tutorial run. In this episode, we should be fighting two bosses. That's if I decide to put the two videos that I got together, which I think I will, because I think it will just save a lot more time, and instead of having to upload two short episodes, I could just do it as one, and then get them both out of the way, so that way you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. So it took me a little bit of well, I'll say a little bit of trying. It was just kind of me wasting time because I wasn't really focusing on the day that I was recording this, so I kind of messed up a bit with trying to get to where I needed to go, because I got to where I needed to go, and then by the time I got there I realised I haven't got the key to get to where I needed to go, so I had to go run back and find the key. Got the key, had to run all the way back. It was a lot of messing about, but yeah, I'll show you how to get there in just a second. But first, I should probably jump to the part, because I should have picked this up last episode, but I didn't think of it at the time. I just thought, oh, I'll get this after I've defeated the bosses, which you don't. So, yeah, for any of you that are actually following my guide, or following these videos, I apologise. This was a goof on my end. This is a haha, not so funny, because you've got to run all the way back to the fucking place. Well, not all the way back to the place where you fought the gargoyles. It's in that area. Actually, I'll just put it on screen now. So this is the shortcut I showed you how to get last episode. You want to take this back up from Firelink Shrine, or you could have gone around the other way, the way we go the first time to get to this area. But you know, if you're at Firelink Shrine at the time of you know, playing through this and you watch this bit, take the elevator. It's going to save you a ton of time instead of having to run all the way around and go through all those enemies and whatnot again. So this part, you want to come down this way where these three enemies are. They Boulder Knights, I think that's what they're called. You want to deal with them. They take about 2 or 3 hits. The one with the smaller shield, the buckler shield, you want to be a bit more careful of him. I don't know if the other ones can do it, but yeah, when they go into that stance there, if you go to hit them, they can actually parry you. Even I wasn't sure about doing the jump attack there, because I thought, I wasn't sure if they could parry jump attacks, but turns out he didn't, so I got lucky. Though I wouldn't have had to go far anyway, which would have just meant that I've wasted another humanity. But yeah, you want to come out to this area, you get a halberd. I think halberds can be pretty decent weapons. The crystal halberd's not a bad one, you'll get that later on. I don't know if we'll use it or not, but there we go. We got the basement key, and that's the key that we want to get for going back to the other area. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Oh yeah, well, the basement that will take us down to the depths. And just to save us all some time, I'm actually going to cut back to that part. I'll cut over to that part right now. Okay, I know I said I was going to cut to the basement, but just before we do that, I was actually just scrolling or going through the video, and I saw this part which takes us to a few other items that I missed in this little area. So you come down here, get a large soul of a lost undead. It's not a massive amount of souls, as it is an early game thing, but souls are souls. I'm not going to complain, and we're not that far into the game ourselves anyway, so it's still going to be of some use to us. I think we get some rubbish down here. It's not anything good, as it implies. It is rubbish. Can't really do anything with it. And the last item we get is just up this ladder. There's another item there. I don't know how we get to that. I'll figure it out at some point, I'm sure of it. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. And yeah, this last item coming up is a humanity, which is a good item. It gets your humanity back if you use one of them and go to a bonfire to restore your humanity. And if you've got the Rite of Kindling, it's used to increase how many Estus flasks you have at a bonfire. We're going to get into that in a future video, though. It's not something we're going to worry about right now. But yeah, now I can actually show you the basement location. Okay, so we're heading to the basement location now, but there's one other thing that I wanted to add. Just as we come up these stairs, that door in the ahead of me is already open. I did that earlier when I was recording. I haven't been down there just for the fact that there's a enemy down there who's got really good armor and a really powerful weapon. I probably could go down there and kill him. I've done it before, like early game. Want to get enough backstabs. I could try parrying maybe, but don't ever want to risk that. But we'll probably go down in a future episode, and I'll show you what the enemy is or who the enemy is. I think you actually do get a good ring from them if you beat them as well, so it's something that we're going to want to do in the future, because I think it increases your maximum equipment load, which if you're going for like a tanky build, you're going to want a lot of equipment load. It's definitely one of the things you want to be looking at doing. So yeah, this is the location of the basement. Go down this very long ladder. Don't know why they made it so long. But yeah, then we get to the depths. I think I actually mess up here in a few seconds, and I actually get myself killed by being a fucking idiot. So yeah, come deal with the dogs. I look around, remember, oh, I haven't got the shortcut open, so start heading up. Luckily, I get the shortcut open before I end up just, you know, ending myself. Not on purpose, it's completely accidental, but yeah. I open the gate, I go, oh, the enemy's already dead, so, you know, I've already done that. And then I do this. What? Like, I don't know what was going through my head there. I don't know what made me do that. But, anyway, yeah. We'll keep going onwards. Alright, so here we go, back at the depths once again. Drop down and grab my souls. And then we've got to fight the dogs again, which as long as you've got a shield, the dogs are going to be really easy. You just block, wait for them to attack, take a swing, dead. Same with the other one. You've got to be a bit careful in this area, because even though it doesn't look like there's enemies here at the moment, there will be. But first we're going to go down this way, just to grab ourselves some twin humanity, which is another good item. It's like regular humanity, but as the name implies, there's 2 of them, so when you use them you'll get 2 humanities, which, you know, can be a useful item. Another thing that I haven't mentioned about humanities is that I think you can actually use them if you run out of Estus to get some health back in a boss fight, though I've never had to do that personally. But if you feel like you want to risk doing that, then go ahead, because humanities aren't something you necessarily need, but I would recommend keeping hold of them and only using them when you feel like it is absolutely necessary to, especially when it comes to doing certain boss fights. Because if you're not confident in your ability of playing through this game the first time through, then you're probably going to want to summon some people to help you out, whether it's NPCs or actual online players. In just a second you'll see, this is what I mean, doors come swinging open, and we've got to put up with these enemies. I think they can parry you. I think they can get backstabs off on you as well. I'm not sure. But, yeah, you want to be careful, because there's also poison build-up. And right now we don't have any poison moss, or purple moss, whatever it's called. So we can't get rid of any status effects that we have on us. So if we get poisoned, then that's pretty much it. We'd have to run all the way back to the bonfire. And I want to try and keep hold of as many Estus flasks as I can for this boss fight. You know, I've got 8, but if we end up dying or have to go back to the bonfire, then I'm only going to have 5 Estus to work with. Actually, no, I think if you die, I think you still keep your Estus until you use them. And then next time you rest at a bonfire that isn't one of the Firekeeper bonfires, then you'll only have 5 Estus. But here we go, yeah, the next bunch of enemies come out. It's see in a second. I think this dog here, it took me so long to kill him because my character just wouldn't hit him because of like a narrow path there was in. It was either this one, okay, no, it wasn't this one, it was the next one. I heal up, grab this item, go into this little narrow bit here, break the barrel of the guy inside. And then, yeah, he comes around the corner, and it takes me a good, like, 3 or 4 swings to finally hit him. There we go, yeah. All because of that narrow path, which is another reason why you don't want to be stuck in a, like, narrow area like that with something like a greatsword or an ultra greatsword, or anything that really swings to the side. If you've got a thrust weapon in that area, then, you know, you're going to have the upper hand because you're not having to swing it side to side. You can swing straight forward, and you're not going to have any trouble with hitting your target, hopefully. And this is our next boss, the Capra Demon. Now this boss is actually optional, and it can be quite intimidating for first time players because of the narrow space and the enemies it throws at you. Luckily, we didn't take a lot of damage there. We dealt with the dogs quickly, and now it's just me and the cat demon. I can focus on him and not have to worry about it a lot. The only thing I've got to worry about is avoiding his attacks, and he doesn't swing too fast. So yeah. If it was a boss that actually had quicker attacks, I'd be a lot more scared of. I'd be a lot more careful of fighting him. But because of our weapon as well, we're doing good chunks of damage. I'm confident enough that I can two-hand it and avoid his attacks. And because of the two-handing, I'm also doing a little extra damage, which is going to get him down a bit quicker. But yeah. So if you just follow what I do, be careful of your surroundings, deal with the dogs quickly, and make sure you don't get stuck anywhere, then you should have a good time with fighting him. And especially if you've got that Drake sword, you're going to do a good amount of damage to him and finish him off quite quickly. Now, just down here, we've got one of the enemies, these little thieves or whatever you want to call them. I want to deal with them. There's not a lot of them down here. I go and grab this item over here before. So this door that you're going to see on the right, that's where we need to go for another boss fight. But we're actually going to do that boss fight in the next video. I decided to... I was debating when recording this. I was either going to do this and go straight into that area and end the video when we got to one of the bonfires in there. Or I'd go through and do two bosses, and I decided to do two bosses as the other one doesn't really take us that long to get to. Though in this video we do also show myself fighting one of the Titanite demons. This woman here, make sure you do not attack her. She's going to be very useful for one of the areas we're going to be heading to in not the next episode, but it should be the episode after this one. It's a very annoying area to go through. There's actually two ways to do it, or to get to that area. I'm probably going to be showing the first way to do it, the way that a majority of the people are going to do it if they don't know about the second route. Now, the second route is going to be a lot easier, but I feel like for your first time playing, you want to do the first one, as it's kind of just a part of the experience, really. And then, yeah, I can also show off the second route, though, for anyone that's interested. Because I can just make another character, go and I can get the item that I need right off the bat, head down there. Okay, so it's that part of the video again where we do a good old bit of leveling up. So put 2 into Vitality, I'm pretty sure. Actually no, did I miss out on Vitality this time? I will see in a second. I know I put some into Dex. Actually, it might be Strength and Dex that I do this time. Or is it Endurance and Dex? Okay, I think it's Endurance and Dex that I do this time. Yeah, it is. So put 2 into Endurance, put 2 into Dex. The only reason I'm putting some into Dex is because like I've said in previous videos, I've got a set weapon that I'm going to try using in this playthrough, in this build, run, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not sure what the stats are for that weapon just yet. But yeah, once we've done the Capra Demon and we come back to Fire Lake Shrine, we meet these knights and this a priestess or something. I can't remember what she is. Some holy woman, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you'll talk to them now. I don't actually know if they give you anything, but yeah, you can go talk to them, talk to the woman. I don't think she really has anything important to say, other than the fact that, on some sort of urgent mission or something like that. So I don't know. For an urgent mission, I don't know why she came into area with the pots to come and pray. I don't really understand that myself. Maybe it's something to do. There's something in the law that explains why she's doing it. We'll see you later on in one of the later areas of the game. Once again, we're taking this shortcut. We're going straight back up to this little church area or whatever it is. I'm just going to say it looks like a church. I'm just going to say it's a church. But yeah, take the elevator, and once we're up at the top, will be just a second. There we go. We're up at the top. We're going to be heading straight forward down to the bonfire we got before, near where Andre the blacksmith is. we're going to see Andre the Blacksmith. I think, yeah, no, I do see Andre the Blacksmith. I use some of my souls and I go get one of the, I think I get the weapons toolbox, or whatever it's called. Weapons repair kit. Something like that. Or is it the weaponsmith box? Either way, yeah, it's something to do with the weapons. That's all that matters. The name of it doesn't really matter. I just know that I got the weapon one. And I'll probably grab the armor one on the way back up here, because I'm still in the, I think it's Darkroot Basin right now, at the bonfire there. So I can run back up this way, grab the item, and I think it's only like 3,000 souls for each thing. So it's not a massive amount. But yeah, go talk to Andre again, good old Andre. I didn't really bother upgrading my weapon here because I don't have any dragon scales. You need a dragon scale to upgrade a dragon weapon, or a weapon that's come from a dragon. And on top of that, I think every time you upgrade your weapon, or dragon weapon, it costs about 10,000 souls each time. So yeah, you know, it's an expensive thing to do. If you want to go with a dragon weapon for your build, then, you know, feel free to. I'm not going to try to stop you. It's, yeah, you know, your playthrough, it's your run, your build, whatever. You can play the game however you feel like it. But, you know, I wouldn't recommend it personally for a first time playthrough, because it is souls intensive and there's only a limited amount of dragon scales, and I'm not entirely sure where you find all of them, honestly. Later on we'll be getting that Crest of Artorias. I could actually buy that now if I wanted to, but that's not something we're going to need to really worry about until later on in the game. But this is where we meet that Titanite Demon. I decided to give it a go and fight it. I thought I was going to get slapped here, but I actually did a pretty good job of fighting it. But you don't have to fight it. You can just run straight past, or you can take a different route to get up to Darkroot Basin. Though I prefer doing it this way because it's just a lot quicker to do it this way. And plus, you know, fighting this guy, I get some souls for it. But yeah, if you want to just run on ahead, then, you know, do that. But if you feel like you want to try your hand at taking this guy down, then do feel free. But I'd recommend, if you are going to try it, then you're going to want to make sure you don't have a lot of souls on you, because if you end up dying again and you lose a large amount of souls, you're going to be kicking yourself for not using them to, you know, level up or buy any items or gear that you might need. And I wouldn't recommend using humanities every time you die either, especially to this thing. Because if you're going to use humanities every time you die, eventually you're going to run out and it's just not going to be a good time. But there you go, defeated the Titanite Demon and we get the Demon Titanite. I actually don't know what his Titanite's used for. I'm guessing there's like certain types of weapons out there. Maybe certain boss weapons you have to use it for. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, because I don't think I've ever actually used Demon Titanite in this game. Oh no, I bought both of them. So yeah, I've only bought one of them, but yeah, I bought both of the armor and the weaponsmith boxes. So I ain't got to worry about that now. But yeah, they're stuff that you're going to want to buy, because otherwise, especially at this point in the game where we can't fast travel anywhere, we're going to be stuck at a point where we just, you know, if your armor breaks or your weapons break, you're not going to want to have to run all the way back to a blacksmith just to repair your stuff. So you'd much rather want to just have this stuff on you at all times. Well, once you buy it, you have it on you at all times anyway, but it's just so you can sit at a bonfire and then repair your gear from there. It's a lot easier. But this is Darkroot Basin. Luckily, these enemies that are coming up, these tree ones, they aren't really hard to beat. As you saw, it's only like a good 2 or 3 hits to kill them, I'm pretty sure. And another good thing about fighting these is that you can get the purple moss and the bloody moss. I can't remember if it's called bloodied moss or red moss. I think it is called like bloodied moss or something like that. And there's also there's purple moss, bloodied moss, and there's another type of purple moss. I can't remember what it's called. I'm not sure if it's like pure purple moss or something like that. But yeah, the difference between the two purple mosses, the regular purple moss, that cures poison, but the other type is used for curing toxic, and toxic's basically just poison, just way worse. But yeah, the hidden wall here, you hit that, get to this get to this bonfire, and you've got yourself a handy dandy little checkpoint right there. You can heal up there. If you have, actually, I don't know if you can buff the bonfires anymore without the Rite of Kindling. I think the Rite of Kindling lets you do it past a certain amount. I could be wrong though. Yeah, this is obviously a trap when you come in here. 3 of these guys will spawn in. But luckily, we've got a decent weapon, so we can deal with them pretty easily. And they don't attack too quickly, so, you know, we're quite lucky with being able to avoid their attacks as well. Another purple moss clump. I'm glad I'm getting these, because I did buy some off that woman in the sewer area, whatever you want to call it. I think I bought like 4 off of her, and plus I'm getting some from here, so when I finally get round to the poison area, I'm going to be a bit more stocked up for it. I think I didn't go straight for the boss fight here. I did have a bit of a look round, because there's a few items and stuff. I didn't get everything here. I only got some of the stuff. You got this, like, living tree. I don't know why. I think it's just there to block your path, so you have to put in a bit more effort to get there. I don't know why they didn't just make it a hidden wall thing like they did with that bonfire back there. Oh, excuse me. But yeah. This leads to another area. I think this just loops back round and takes us back up to the one of the areas of that earlier. There's another one of these trees. I don't actually know if these things can attack you or not. You know, you see them move about, but I don't ever think I've actually been attacked by one, so I'm still unsure of what their purpose is, other than to just block your path. Which is kind of pointless anyway, because, as you saw, it only took us like 5 or 6 swings from our sword to deal with it. Now, up here, be a little bit careful, because there is like a, I don't know what they're called, they're like stone giants, stone golems. I think they're called stone giants. You'll see it in a second. This guy starts getting up. All in all, they're not that bad. As you can see, we're doing pretty decent damage to them. They're kind of slow. But you'll see, when they start doing that, you want to be careful of when they go to use that spell or miracle or whatever it is. It looks more like a miracle. When they go to do that, if they use it, it will make you really slow and make it so you're unable to roll or anything. So it's not a good time. And we get the Leo ring, or no, it's not the Hawk ring. That one's the Leo ring, I'm pretty sure, which just increases your poise. I don't actually know if I needed to use that one or not. I just put it on because it's like, well, if I've got more poise, then I think it's like less, or it's going to take a lot more for me to get staggered by enemy attacks and stuff like that. So I can't remember if that's it, or if it's that you're not staggered for as long. I've never understood poise really in this game, but I don't think it's something we majorly have to worry about at the moment. I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, we've done that. We come circling back round, back down where we just came from. A few other items and stuff down here. Like I said, I don't get all of them. I go fight some of these stone giants just because, you know, I get some extra souls and stuff like that. And on top of that, if any of them tried to start fighting me and they do that, the last thing I'm going to want is to be trying to fight one of these or some other enemies, and I'm at a point where I can barely move about because of them. So dealing with them as quickly as I can is a big positive. But you're going to see as well, the boss that we're going to be fighting in a few minutes, there is a way to... I don't think it's that challenging of a boss. But there is a way to make it 1,000,000 times easier. And it makes it quicker as well, because you can't attack this boss until it lands in a certain spot, and then you can start doing damage to it that way. However, with this summon that we're going to be getting, it's going to make it so no matter what, they can be damaged with ranged attacks. So You could try use a bow on it. I wouldn't recommend it personally. But yeah, I'd rather just wait till it lands and then you can use your strongest melee weapon, whatever it is that you're using, to fight them. But I think this bit I was running about a little bit because I was a bit confused as to where the summon sign was, but I didn't realise that it was hidden. So I went out there, I was looking around a bit, confused, me like, oh, maybe it's something to do with my soul level, or maybe it's because, I don't know, I just haven't looked in the right area. Or maybe it's just refusing to spawn in, but none of that was true. It was actually the fact that it was hidden just under the stairs. You'll actually see it in a second. Come over here, and it's these bushes. Decided, I'll see if I can break them, and then once I did that, that's when it shows the summon sign. The witch Beatrice. Beatrice? I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's just Beatrice. But anyway, no matter what way you pronounce the name, none of that's important. The only problem is, I was like, oh, actually, that's someone doing it. I was going to see if I could get her to follow me out here to fight the remaining stone giants. To make easy work of them. Just get rid of them quicker. Have more of a fair advantage. Because there was the two that are laying quite close to each other. And I wanted to fight those two. So I could get a whatever item was near them, and I didn't want to fight two of them at the same time, because if one of them got that slow miracle thing off on me, then it wasn't going to be a good time. But for whatever reason, she just won't follow you out here. Once she steps out that door, she'll just 180 and head straight back in. Well, it's not really a door, is it? It's more of an archway, but yeah. She just doesn't want to follow you out there. There we go. Head straight back. So, yeah, it was just easiest for me to go, right, she goes straight for the boss. Because, well, it's only use by the looks of it. You can't actually get to go outside the area. Maybe I should have tried bringing the enemies to her. I didn't think of that at the time, but maybe I should have tried doing that. This is it. It's the moonlight butterfly. I don't think it's got too many attacks. I didn't really have any trouble with avoiding them. But yeah, you'll see just in a second why you want to be bringing Beatrice along with you. So you want to make sure that you've also used the humanity as well, otherwise her summon sign isn't going to show up. You can see from the spells that she's doing just how much damage their magic is doing to that moonlight butterfly. It's absolutely destroying her health. And, you know, we're getting lucky. We're able to avoid all of the attacks. And she's just ploughing through its health bar. And there we go. That's literally, you just had to stand there and do nothing except avoid some attacks. So yeah, I actually didn't even know about that summon. I only found out about that summon when I was watching Zero Lenny's World Record stream, where he was going there and summoning in Beatrice to do the boss fight for him so he could get some easy souls. But look at that as well. We're coming out of here with 15,000 souls. So, you know, it's a win-win situation, really. You're putting like no effort to fight the boss. You get 15,000 souls for free. What is, like, you know, what's not to love? And the thing I also love, it gives you a homeward bone, so you can just pop that, go straight back to your last bonfire, level up. You ain't got to worry about fighting through anything or getting invaded. It's brilliant. But yeah, I think other than me leveling up, that's all I've really got to say. So hope this video has been helpful to you. Next episode we'll be going down into, no, I don't think it is called the depths. It might be called the depths, but the that door that I showed off earlier in the video, we're going to be going down there. We've got another boss fight to do, a little sewer area. It can be kind of annoying, especially if you get petrified there or cursed, but we'll be going over that in the next video. So yeah, hope this video has been useful. Hope you all have a great rest of your day or a great rest of your night, whatever time you're watching this. And yeah, I'll see you later.